it seems, I guess, hearing David Lee Roth, that he's kind of, for the real rock stuff, he's kind of stuck back then where you guys kind of progressed.
Yeah.
That's the evolution. He kind of stopped evolving where you guys are continuing to evolve. I mean, how's that coming along on the new record?
We're still really evolving. The whole thing for us to see the music and all that was the band, and it's still Van Halen is still Ed, Alex, and Mike. That's the music, that's the sound, the instruments, and myself. You can hear it on my solo record. I don't sound like Van Halen. I don't even begin to try. And Dave's mistake is he tries, because without these guys, you can't sound like Van Halen. Then you become a pretend band. You might as well just be a club copy band, because Van Halen is Eddie, Alex, and Michael. And now with my voice, it's now Van Halen. But I think that the material that we're doing now keeps being a progression of what Van Halen has always been. If you ever really look back, you see every album, they always had Van Halen always had some kind of a groundbreaking thing. All of a sudden, Eddie was doing The Cradle Will Rock, and he's doing it on keyboards, and people thought it was guitar, and things like that. And then Jump, all of a sudden, a real keyboard song. And you're going, whoa. And then Why Can't This Be Love, which was another keyboard thing that sounded like guitar. And then Finish What You Started, which sounds like, almost country and western. And then, we've done, and then all of a sudden, right now, a completely classical piano piece. And every time, I think we'll continue to do that. We'll continue to break ground on each album, because we insist. That's the only thing I can tell you that this band tries to do. Everything else, we just do. We don't think about trying to have a hit. We don't think about outdoing our last album. We don't think about none of that crap. We just make the best record we can make every time. But we always take our time, and Eddie and I will sit and say, well, what if we did a song like, like Finish What You Started was a good example, saying like, what if we did like a Rolling Stones kind of street fighting man, kind of honky-tonk woman kind of thing, Who, Magic Bus. We're naming all these types of songs that fit that acoustic, funky drum beat category, and came up with Finish What You Started, and that's the way we'll always do. Right now we're doing a piano thing that's going to be so cool. I can't even tell you. It's just something Van Halen's never done, and it's really good.
Is there a title to that piece you're asking?
It's Not Enough. The piano piece is called It's Not Enough, but we've got
How did that come about? Was it Eddie who was tinkering around?
No, I had a lyric, and I was singing it to him over the phone. We live next door to each other at the beach, but so a lot of times we're both being bad with ideas, So we were talking on the phone, and I said, hey, kind of like, like a John Lennon kind of vibe, with certain piano things you did, Imagine era. And Eddie says, oh, wow, I think I can, so he sits down at the piano that night, I guess, and the next day we go over there and got the little piece of music. I had my lyrics, had my melody, man, and it fit without even, saying, no, you'd have to go to that chord, or no, if you sing this note. It was like I had a melody and a lyric, and he had a musical part that communicated over the phone that I could sing right to what he played. That's magic. That's happened over and over again. Happened with Cabo Wabo, same thing. I was at Cabo, and I wrote Cabo Wabo lyric, melody, as if I was singing, let me take you down. Call him on the phone, holler it to him from Mexico, come back home. Him and Alex had and Mike had put the track down, cut it. I walked in, sang my lyrics, bang, fit. Didn't have to change one thing. That's magic. That's what happens in this band.